Here are 32 names of Devi Durga. Chanting it regularly an X number of times, 8 times or 16 times or even 32 times, will give you strength, clarity, and relief from all your difficulties. Try it and see for yourself by chanting it even once. I chant Durga Durgarti Shamani Durga Padvinivarini Durga Machedani Durga Sadhini Durga Nashini Durga Todharini Durga Nihantri Durga Mapaha Durga Magnyanada Durga Daitya Lokadavanala Durga Ma Durga Ma Loka Durga Matmaswarupini Durga Marga Prada Durga Mavidya Durga Mashrita Durga Magnana Samsthana Durga Madhyana Bhasini Durga Moha Durga Maga Durga Martha Swarupini Durga Masura Samhantri Durga Ma Yuddha Dharini Durga Mangi Durga Mata Durgam Ya Durgameshwari Durga Bhima Durga Bhama Durga Bha Durga Dharini Om. The word Durga itself means an invincible fortress as well as a difficulty. By chanting these names, we understand 5 points. 1. Every difficulty, Durga, is merely a situation that we don't yet have the resources to face. If your hands are functioning fine, lifting a spoon from the plate to the mouth is not a difficulty. But for someone who had a paralytic stroke, it may be difficult or not even possible. The difficulties we face may be meeting tight timelines at work while managing multiple projects simultaneously, or balancing a household budget with rising costs and unexpected expenses, or maintaining a consistent exercise routine amidst a busy schedule and fatigue. The difficulty may be the diagnosis of a terminal illness, or constant conflict with family members, or balancing work responsibilities with childcare duties and caring for aging parents. Whatever it is, Ma Durga is always here for us. 2. Every difficulty is a situation born of one's own karma phala, our own results of actions done in this lifetime or previous lifetimes. Please let's not have the childish idea that Ma Durga is punishing us by sending difficulties. The truth is, we are just facing the consequences of our own actions. Our choices made then became our destiny now, and our choices now will become our future destiny. We choose carefully. 3. Every difficulty, Durga, is a form of Durga Devi. If she allows some of your papa karma phala, results of wrong actions, to fructify, she will also allow some punya to fructify in the form of clarity, strength, and support. And so, no difficulty is daunting. 4. Every difficulty is an opportunity to grow stronger. Is a 2-year-old child who's learning to walk facing a difficulty? Or is she growing by pushing herself? Is a 12-year-old working on a school project facing a difficulty? Or is she learning to apply her skills to a project? Is a 30-year-old seeking to get married facing a difficulty of not find the right partner? Or is he learning to work on himself to be eligible to be a suitable partner? Is lifting weights in the gym just a little more than one's capacity a difficulty? Or is that the way for the muscles to grow stronger? We look at the meaning of each of these words and dwell on the grace and blessing of Ma Durga. Durga, the reliever of difficulties. Ma Durga, you relieve me and all devotees from various difficulties and obstacles in life. 2. Durgarti Shamani, the one who puts difficulties at peace. Ma Durga, you remove difficulties, you also bring peace and calm in the face of troubles. 3. Durga Padvini Varini, dispeller of difficult adversities. Ma Durga, you have the power to ward off calamities before they can cause harm. You act as a protective shield wherever I go. Durgama Chedani, who cuts down difficulty. Ma Durga, you directly and actively cut down and destroy difficulties. 5. Durga Sadhini, you are the means or sadhana to expel difficulties. Ma Durga, the sadhana or the ways available to reach the end are also you. Sadhana may be experienced as difficulty or a way to reach you. And so you are the sadhana and the sadhya, the goal. 6. Durga Nashini, the destroyer of difficulty. Ma Durga, you have the complete power to completely destroy all problems and hindrances in my pursuits at all levels. 7. Durga Todharini, who holds the whip of difficulties. Ma Durga, you hold the difficulties like a whip. You can direct or even restrain them. 8. Durga Nihantri, who sends difficulties to their destruction. Ma Durga, you not only destroy difficulties but also ensure that they do not recur again and again. 9. Durga Mapaha, who measures difficulties. Ma Durga, you assess the extent of difficulties and accordingly allow the law of karma to fructify such that people can handle their own papa karma. 10. Durgama Jnanada, who holds the rarest forms of knowledge. Ma Durga, you hold profound wisdom and also grant wisdom that can help overcome even the most complex difficulties. 11. Durga Daitya Loka Davanala, who destroys the world of Daityas. Ma Durga, you not only help people here on earth, Martya Loka, but you're like a wildfire, Davanala, that consumes the world of Asuras, Daityas, and thus you maintain the cosmic dynamic order. 12. Durgama, the mother of difficulties. Ma Durga, you are the source or mother of difficulties. What is experienced as difficulty by me is karma phala that is presided by your law of karma. Recognizing your presence in all my difficulties just gives me a lighter perspective and I use it as an opportunity for growth. 13. Durga Ma Loka, the perceiver of difficulties. Ma Durga, you clearly perceive difficulties for me. As Sarva Shakti, you know which laws of karma will fructify and how your bhakta will experience difficulties. It is comforting to know that you know about all the challenges I am going through. 14. Durga Matma Swarupini, the very Atma of all things impossible. Any difficulty or impossibility is a situation which we have not yet learned to handle, be it in problems with in-laws, visa issues, promotion anticipation, property dispute, etc. The situations change, but does the isness of the situation, which does not have a shape or a form, ever change? Ma Durga, you are present in all situations as you are the very Atma of all. Durga Marga Prada, who gives the path through the difficulties. Ma Durga, you have always shown me the way, and I trust that you will always show me the way. Just like the forest appears so dense and there seems to be no path to walk on, and once you indicate a small way, it is almost like that path opens up. Durgama Vidya, who has knowledge that is invincible. Ma Durga, you have knowledge and wisdom that is undefeatable. With your blessings, I too can be helped. Durga Mashrita, the refuge in the greatest difficulty. Ma Durga, you are always my refuge. There may be people I trusted that let me down, but I am always comforted and protected by you. Durgama Jnana Samsthana, repository of the rarest wisdom. You are the storehouse of the most profound wisdom. In Kenopanishad, you appeared as Uma Devi to teach Brahma Vidya to the Devas in a flash. Durga Madhyana Bhasini, whose concentration remains brilliant even in difficulties. Ma Durga, your focus was brilliant when you fought Mahishasura or other asuras like Raktabija, who kept sprouting with every drop of blood touching the ground, and the whole host of armies of the asuras. Durga Moha, who controls moha, confusion, or delusion. Ma Durga, you bless with mastery over the many confusions we have related to our choices. Should I retire at 50 or at 55? Should I move to another country or stay put? Should I focus more on adhikaritvam for Vedanta or just focus on the vision? You help with all of this. Durga Maga, who resolves difficulties. Ma Durga, you help me resolve all my problems such that big issues become small issues and small issues become no issues. Durga Martha Swarupini, who is the intrinsic nature of the object of difficulties. Ma Durga, you are present in and through all difficulties. May I never lose sight of this. Durga Ma Sura Samhantri, the destroyer of the most ferocious asuras. Ma Durga, all the powerful asuras, Madhu, Kaitabha, Chanda, Munda, and so on, had such phenomenal powers that they had terrorized the Devatas. But you appeared and destroyed them all. Then how small might my difficulties be in the larger scheme of things? Durga Ma Yudha Dharini, who bears the weapons. Ma Durga, your weapons are an extension of your Shakti only. I see that you can help me with any and every difficulty, especially when I think that nothing can change. Durga Mangi, the refinery of difficulties. Ma Durga, you transform challenges into opportunities for growth. Durga Mata, the invincible. Ma Durga, you are undefeatable in the face of any obstacle or enemy. Durgamya, the present difficulty. Ma Durga, you are here with me right now in this immediate current challenge. Durgameshwari, goddess of difficulties. Ma Durga, you have complete dominion over all difficulties. And so when I face them, I am in some ways facing you. The difficulty is you. The strength to face it is you. That I overcome the difficulty is you. That I grow in maturity is you. Then what is it that is only me, Durga? All that is here is you, and I am not afraid. Durga Bhima, who is terrible to difficulties. Ma Durga, you can be frightening or terrible from the perspective of difficulties themselves or difficult people. They won't know what hit them. Durga Bhama, the splendor of difficulties. Ma Durga, I never thought I would say this to you, but when I look back upon my life, all the things that were terrible and unpleasant, I am so glad that they happened. I would not have grown into the person I have become. Durga Bha, the illuminator of difficulties. Ma Durga, you illuminate difficulties as they happen, and hence, even the right diagnosis of a problem is most of the problem solved. You bring clarity. Durga Darini, who cuts off difficulties. Ma Durga, you are always with me. Help me to cut off difficulties so that I reach all my life goals. So, these were the 32 names which show Ma Durga as Devi with power over all forms of difficulties, challenges, and obstacles. I look upon you as a protector, destroyer, illuminator, and Devi of wisdom as you hold my hand and embrace me through all of my life, especially my challenges. Ma Durga, you are always with me. On a related note, the only place where difficulties are not experienced is after one's body is dead. Plus, our greatest difficulty is the idea that we should have no difficulty at all, and hence we resist our own karma phala, results of actions. Wise beings like Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Sri Ramana Maharshi had cancer which they did not resist. Sri Ramakrishna had embraced Devi. Om Shri Devyai Namaha.